2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Catch is made by Wright. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Flush to his right. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 70 line. Get wide. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground. Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's a design run. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Ready? Come on. Set. Ready?
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here we go. Hop, 70. Hop.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
First down.
The reality is, Mike, there's just not too many guys in the league who are capable of making that play. Once he gets past the line of scrimmage, he has all sorts of space to run. He's one of the faster quarterbacks around, and he's able to pick up big yardage before stepping out of bounds.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Vikings are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
32-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. And it's taken in by Felton. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12
Catch
yards.
number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he will go all the way. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
off the bootleg. It's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. The Vikings will cut it to a 2-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Go!
On the ground, Benson begins the fourth quarter. And he is out of bounds at the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Ross. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready,
On 2nd down, it's Benson.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set, set.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 6 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So
he works free, right side. And he will score. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Lions 37.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's first down.
Captain 11, Captain 11. Viking 18. 3. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
So here it is, fourth down and 10.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. Good blocking to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. To the Hubbard. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Okay, quick. 18, 5 in. Let's go now. Cut my team. 70 Timberwolf. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lion.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Is caught left side by St. Brown. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Detroit.
A gain of 12.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Now, he'll air one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They had 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Awful time to get a penalty. Now first and 15. Back to the air one more time. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. They'll come up now for second down.
60. Here we go. Start. 18 Radler. 18 Radler. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages, but do not let them throw the ball over your head.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.